Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Trading Edge again. So today's video is going to be a continuation of anatomy of candlestick chart patterns. So before we start, do hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you are new into this channel. Okay, so let's start. So first today we will discuss about shooting star chart pattern. So shooting star pictorially looks like this. What are the characteristics of shooting star? Prices must be in an uptrend before a shooting star forms. Prices must be in an uptrend, then if a shooting star forms, and then if a confirmation comes and we take entry, the probability of working the trade out is very high. Okay, also the size of the wick should be at least twice the size of the body. The size of the wick should be at least 2x the size of the body. If it is more, then it is good. Okay, color of the body doesn't matter, whether it is red colored candle or green colored candle, it doesn't matter. Small to no lower shadow or wick is preferable. If there is small or little shadow below the body, it is okay, but if the shadow is very long, we will ignore that candle. Okay, next, a confirmation is required after it forms. Remember, we don't only trade based on candlestick chart patterns. See, if prices are in an uptrend and then a shooting star forms, then we will take entry after the low of this candle is broken. This is the confirmation. If the low of this candle is not broken, we will not take our entries. Okay, and always remember, inverted hammer forms after a downtrend. See, it looks like an inverted hammer also. It is similar, but inverted hammer forms after a downtrend, and shooting star forms after a uptrend, which changes the trend from up to down. It is the higher probability that it will change the trend from up to down. So now let's look at some examples. See, prices are in a very strong uptrend, then a shooting star forms, it breaks the low of the shooting star and the trend changes from up to down. Always remember, we don't only take trades based on candlestick chart patterns. We combine multiple things, then we take entry. We should always look at the market structure. Volume and trend analysis. Then the shooting star is the confirmation that the trend could potentially change from up to down. And I would recommend you, if you haven't watched my trend analysis and market structure videos, do watch that. I have very beautifully explained the logics and the nuances of market structure and trend analysis along with volume. So do watch that videos, because you will get a lot of information and knowledge from there. Okay, see how this beautifully works. Okay, so now let's look at another example. See, beautiful uptrend. See the strong uptrend, very strong uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, trend changes. See how beautiful it works. See, it was a fake out also. It was a fake out, also a shooting star, then a confirmation candle which broke the low of the shooting star. We take entry here with stop loss here, and see the downtrend after that. So a strong uptrend changes from up to down after a shooting star formation at the top. And always remember, we don't only take entries based on candlestick chart patterns, we always analyze the trend and market structure, then we look for candlestick chart patterns and execute our entries with stop loss here, and then enjoy the trade. But we don't take trades by just analyzing a single candlestick chart pattern. Always remember that. Okay, See, strong uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, trend change. Okay, always see the market structure. See, this is a parabolic kind of a price behavior. See the rejection. Sellers are gaining control here. We can see that market is giving us a very important clue that sellers are very aggressive at this price points. That's why market sold off aggressively after that, and we got a confirmation after a shooting star, then a very strong bearish candle which broke the low of this shooting star candle. Okay, so always remember, you should analyze the market structure and trend analysis and also volume. Then you should execute trades based on a candlestick pattern with small SL and huge risk to reward ratios. So this should be the norm of your trading, which will drastically improve your trading journey. Okay, see, proper uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, trend change. Okay, so it works at least 80 to 85% of the time. After a very strong uptrend, if we see a shooting star formation along with market structure and also analyze the trend, and if we get a potential entry with the candlestick pattern, the risk to reward of the trade is very huge, and the winning probability also increases drastically, which will increase your profits in a very big manner. So always remember that. See what is happening here. After this strong uptrend, market is consolidating. From here, sellers tried to push the prices towards the downside but took support at these areas, and again buyers tried to push the prices towards the upside but it didn't have the strength. Then again sellers tried to push the prices towards the downside, but again buyers defended this level, and again they tried to push the prices aggressively towards the upside, but at the high we saw a shooting star, then a confirmation which broke the low of this shooting star, and then prices broke market structure and the trend changes from up to down. So always do a top down analysis with market structure, price behavior and volume, then take trades based on a candlestick confirmation, which will drastically improve your trading journey and also your career. Okay, see, strong uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, trend change. See how beautifully it works. Okay, see, uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, trend change. See, this is very important to know that shooting star, inverted hammer always works in the market, but it works best when it have a very good context. The price behavior, the market structure, the trend and the background conditions of the price determines its success ratio. Always remember that. See, prices were in a very strong uptrend, but what is happening? See this upward movement, then sellers tried to push the prices towards the downside, but again buyers pushed the prices and broke the last swing high, but after breaking, prices immediately reversed back below this swing high, and then we saw a shooting star, and then prices broke the low of this shooting star, which is a confirmation now that we could go short here with stop loss above the last swing high, and see this huge downside movement after that. So always analyze the market structure, trend and most importantly the volume also. This is very very important. If you analyze all this along with candlestick chart pattern, your success ratio in the markets will drastically improve, that I can guarantee you. Okay, see, proper uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, low break, trend change. See here, market also broke the important structural support area also. Okay, so we get multiple confirmation here. We were in a very very strong uptrend, then prices were holding at these levels, then we saw a shooting star, then we saw a confirmation which also broke the last swing low. So there are multiple confirmations in a trade setup, and see the huge downside movement after that. Okay, see, strong uptrend, shooting star, confirmation, trend change. Remember, shooting star and inverted hammer and hanging man, this type of chart patterns always works best when the context is right in the markets. Always remember the background conditions before taking any trade. See, here we were in a very very strong resistance zone. We are in a very very strong resistance zone, then we saw a very very strong uptrend directly into this level, and then we saw a shooting star, then we saw a confirmation, sell entry, SL, right the downtrend. Okay, so I hope you got this very very important point. Now we'll look at the next candlestick chart pattern, and that is inverted hammer. So the pictorial representation of a inverted hammer looks like this. Okay, so what are the characteristics of an inverted hammer? Prices must be in a downtrend before it forms. Prices should be in a downtrend, and then if an inverted hammer forms, there is a high probability that prices now could reverse. Okay, the size of the wick should be at least twice the size of the body. The size of the wick should be at least 2x. If it is more than 2x, it is okay, but it should be at least 2x the size of the body of the candle. Color of the body doesn't matter, whether it is red or green, it doesn't matter. Small to lower shadow or wick is preferable. See, if the lower shadow is very long, we will ignore that candle, but if the wick is small, then we can take that candle as a inverted hammer. Okay, and last but not the least, a confirmation is required after it forms. First a downtrend, then an inverted hammer, and then a confirmation is required to take a particular trade. The high of this wick should be crossed, then we will look for an potential entry with stop loss just below the low of the candle. Okay, and always remember, inverted hammer forms after a downtrend and a shooting star forms after an uptrend. Okay, so do remember that. So now let's look at examples. See, proper downtrend, inverted hammer, a sharp pullback. Okay, then again downtrend, inverted hammer, confirmation, trend is changed from down to up. See, a confirmation is required after formation of an inverted hammer. Okay, and also always look for structural support at these areas. If it is supported by a structure and with volume and also the analysis of the trend, the probability of the trade working out is very very good. Don't simply rely on candlestick patterns. Candlestick patterns is just a confirmation of that trade setup. We will always analyze market structure and trend and also the volumes. Okay, and then we will place our entries. Okay, see here, it was a very strong support, then prices reversed after formation of an inverted hammer. Again, see, double bottom, huge candle, high volume, no follow through. Then we saw a retest of that selling with lower volume than here. Then we saw a inverted hammer, high is taken out, buy entry SL, huge upside movement, buy entry SL, huge upside movement. Okay, so always analyze your trades and take trades based on multiple confirmation trade setups. See, proper downtrend, inverted hammer, high is taken out, confirmation SL, buy, huge upside movement. Okay, see, strong downtrend, inverted hammer, confirmation, buy, trend change. And see here, a very important candlestick pattern is also forming. See this candle and see the volume. This is the last selling. This is the last selling in this downtrend. These are the retail traders, the novices, which were selling here. They formed this candle and the institutions trapped them very beautifully and push the prices towards the upside. So if you see this kind of selling candle with very high volume at the end of a trend, you could realize that now the trend could change for some time. And also we saw a inverted hammer, which is a confirmation that the trend could potentially change towards the upside. Okay, see, proper downtrend, inverted hammer, confirmation, trend change. And also see, this is in a very strong demand zone also. Okay, inverted hammer, confirmation, buy, SL, huge upside movement after that. So always combine the candlestick patterns with market structure, volume and trend analysis, and then take your trades based on that. See, proper downtrend, inverted hammer, confirmation, buy, SL, trend change. And also see the structural support here. Okay, so it always works. It works 80% of the time, because this is based on human psychology. Always remember that candlestick patterns, chart patterns are made by we, the traders. So our psychology is determining this candlestick pattern, so it works most of the time. So do remember that. And also here, see the market structure also supporting us with double bottom chart pattern, lower volume. Then we saw an inverted hammer, then confirmation. Place your entry here with stop loss just below this swing low. Write the uptrend. From down it is changed to up. And also here there is a trend line breakout also. Okay, so I hope you got this very important point. See, proper downtrend, inverted hammer, confirmation, buy entry, SL, trend change. See how beautiful it works. Okay, see, proper downtrend, inverted hammer, confirmation, trend change. See, this is very beautiful. And also see this support also, market structure breakout. So you should combine candlestick chart patterns with market structure and volume, then your winning probability increases many times. Okay, so always do multi confirmation before taking any trade. Remember that. And if you haven't watched my market structure trend analysis videos, you should definitely watch that, because I have explained many important concepts there. So do watch that. See proper downtrend, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then see the selling pressure slightly diminishing. Then we saw an inverted hammer, confirmation, buy entry, SL, huge upside movement. So from a downtrend it is changed to an uptrend. Okay, and see the important clue. The sellers were getting exhausted. The selling pressure was getting weaker every time. And then we saw an inverted hammer candle and then a confirmation, SL, buy entry, trend change. Okay, so I hope you got something very important learning from this video. अगर आपको मेरा ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also do comment down below if you have any queries related to this video. I will definitely try to answer each and every of your questions there. So see you in the next video. Until then, it's bye from my side. Take care everyone. Bye.